All right, let's keep going. So Andrew talked about working grass patches in to this rocky area to the left last time. So I'm gonna see what I can do. It looks like this could be used as a transition piece. I honestly haven't done it that way before. I honestly just haven't put grass up because it's so hard to transition from the rock to the grass. So I could put a ledge. A ledge could be a clear divide into some grass patches. And then what I could do, I guess, with the ledge is like just throw it across here. And I'll do what I like doing when it's right next to a wall, is I'll actually build it into the wall. And then let's just see what it looks like. Let's see. It's not that bad. I'm just thinking it would also mean that I'll have to change these cliff faces, because I'd have to switch them over to these, kind of just to illustrate it. And that's the wrong one, actually. No, that is the right one. That looks like a slightly different tone to the rock. I thought I was using this one for a second. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. Man. And this is, it would actually, so this is the Western Trail. And you can see I just did dirt instead, which now I'm tempted to do. The problem with the dirt, doing that again, is the fact that the Northern Trail is to the right of Nor City, and so it actually overlaps right here. So I'd still have to do a transition if I were to make it rock. It's okay, because I think there's a route in Diamond and Pearl after you do the Valley Windworks, when you're going north, that it basically tracks. You have a left side and a right side, and the left side is rocks, not a lot of grass, mostly trainers, and the right side is grass but ledges, so you can only go down that way. And so you go up the rocks, fight more trainers than you really have encounters, and then go down. So I'm not gonna complain. I'll just keep it how it currently is, and we'll see how it develops. Yeah. I don't want to get. That seems like a rabbit hole, and I can finish the trail. I can finish the route, and then go back and polish this up as we go. So let's do that. I'll cut that off. There's the transition piece. Slight bend down. I'll wipe this. We'll have to keep the beach going. But this is a really fun part, because you're gonna come across here. I'll probably have you go down this bend and then cross a bridge. And so there's layers, there's depth. And I'll have you cross over to, let's just build this out. This is all subject to change. I can still play around with this. And then we'll just do a path right here. And then what I can do, yeah, I can just close it off right here. Bring it back here. And there we go. There we go. Yeah. And now this is a limitation of how the game is set up, but well, how I guess RPG Maker is set up. And it could be fixable by making a custom tile for it, but you'll notice I can't put grass here because it then gets rid of that edge. And I mean, you have the grass tile, you have this tile, you could combine them, but for simplicity, I'm not going to bother with that right now. And instead, we'll do something like this. It's still a little awkward. Actually, I think there is a fix to it. Yeah, there's this tile set, which you do on the third layer, and that should... And I've done this with the grass, like I was talking about earlier. The problem is the top leaves are getting clipped. Honestly, not that big of a deal, but not something that I would want. So now I can go like that. And hopefully when it all comes together, it's a little awkward. It's not that bad though. I think it's better than just having a weird green strip. So I'm gonna keep it. Here we go. There's our bridge. I could bring it down. I don't really have strong feelings on this. I'll leave it like that. And then it's a complete path. The path goes all the way up from one edge to the other. Sweet, so now we've added a fun little jump across. And this is gonna stay grass. I don't know how big I want it to be though. I guess what I imagined is... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this water going. It's at least gonna go the full length of this because there's gonna be one island in the game, and it's gonna be, but you're gonna have to use surf to cross this river to get to it. So, and then what I actually think would be cool is if I brought it all the way in here. So now, if you took the lower route or the upper route, they combined, you're now under the normal trail, and this sort of funnels you through some more grass. Oh, I should be using this. Over to here. And actually, let's bring this trail farther to the left. Let's see how much mileage we can get out of that, because that is limiting the amount of rock I have to deal with over here. If I cut in like this. There we go. And then this will just be kind of like a short. And then it'll, yeah. Okay, there's a couple things I'm gonna do right now just to help fully visualize this. One of them being keeping the sand on the lower portion. Oh, and another thing, just to make it look nice, we're gonna put this side in. And I guess I could make it thicker. I'm gonna make it one thicker. I'm gonna go like that. And then here we're gonna stretch it out one more. Fill in that last strip with grass. And there we go. No, there we do not go. We need to get rid of that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I like that. And then this is cool because like this section juts out over both the forest and the beach before you come back here and go down to the water. And then it's also cool because if you take the forest path, it's much more direct. You're going to be walking through here and you're just going to go across. Did I use the right bridge? I just grabbed one. I didn't even think about it. I think I need this one. It looks the same, but game treats it differently. Oh, look at that. The waves on the sand are doing something funky. They're not lining up with the water. Oh, that's because I had it turn there, so. I mean, even though you're not going to see it, I just feel weird having that be white space. Because all the water's on the second layer, so. There we go. And now I can do some fun things in this area. Like, and I may save this for a bigger beach, probably on the island, but I could throw some tents out there. I'll definitely have a Pokemon trainer pacing. That'll do good in this spot. But let's, while I'm looking at it, I'm gonna also make sure that this expands here. And yeah, this whole sand situation is funky to work with because it comes with that automatic border. Yeah, okay, that looks better. We'll have someone pacing. Is there something else besides just, I don't want to put just like rock out there. Is there something besides rock that I could use? Oh, no, the dinghies and these like sort of lighthouse things are probably going to go in this city. I think I'm going to end up putting rocks there. But I can do something fun. I can make a really small, like one of these. And then I can make a character essentially. I can make the trainer that I want to put here pace around this rock. And then while we're here, sure. Like, I've opened the floodgates, so this is what you get. You get rocks. You get rocks everywhere. That should do nicely. Yeah, okay. I like that beach. It's gonna have some people on it. I like how this is developing. Let's finalize this peninsula that's sticking out here. There we go. Yeah, I think this is looking great. I still want to be able, the player to be able to walk fully around this. The question is, do I want a third rock path going down into the rest of the route. And I think I do, just because so I'm making, like, this is a very small Pokemon game. It's going to be a 3x3 grid. We're going to have a town or a city, I guess, a city or town in every corner of the 3x3 grid. And what I'm going to do next is the center of it. All right, guys, I'm gonna pull up paint. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you guys can. Okay, so, right, let's say this is our game. So this is our game. 3x3 grid. We already have this town. Oh, my font is so big. At least it's in the Pokemon font. So this is Average Town. Western Trail. North City. Northern Trail. And so what this is going to connect into, because this is water. Let's put the water in. Let's use some spray for the water. Spray. A spray can. Yeah. Yep. Big. This is the water, right? It's going to essentially be a border right here. Right? And like there's rivers. There's rivers throughout, so it's not the only place with water. But then what we're going to have is the mountain range. And the mountain range is going to go here and here. And so when you start out, to compensate for making a smaller game, which I'm doing because it'll be a lot faster to go start from finish, is that you can go anywhere first. So you start here and you can immediately either go up, which is how I'm building it out, and then around here, like you can essentially go around the mountains, but there's no like one path. Each town or city is going to have 2 gyms, so you can like do the gyms here, or you can go here. As you go through gyms, the other gyms get harder, so you can kind of explore the different routes. And if you play the game differently, you're going to have the gym leaders will have different like levels of Pokemon, different evolutions, different movesets. So yeah, this is the basic layout. And because this is going to be super rocky, because this is in the corner of the mountain, so I need to, and that, long story short, that's why I want the rock trail to continue while the beach also continues down here. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, let's close paint. Do I want to save it? Nope. Let's get back into this. Okay. All right. So this will probably cut off here, like that. Let's just see. I can do something down here to, I mean, I can do something. I'm probably just gonna, oh, do you know what I could do? I could make steps down, or I could make, you know what? I'm not gonna make steps down. I'm gonna make steps up. If you go this route, you're actually going to climb up the mountain, which is kind of what I want. I want the center, the center part is going to be a route, but it's also going to be where the Elite Four are. When you're done with all the gyms, you have to come back to the center of the map to fight the Elite Four. I never like how these stairs look, but that's the right way to do it. That's if you're going up the stairs like this way, and that's what they give you for going down. Okay, so now I have something interesting I need to figure out. I don't really want the beach sand to continue into the next route, so I'm gonna have to transition out of that, and that's something I'll have to figure out too. Not the end of the world. Let's just keep going with this. I actually really like the water continuing to come down here, because this potentially creates like in the route below it that this is going to connect to, you'll have a nice like reservoir of water, and then these steep mountains on the other side. So hopefully we'll see when we get there. But I didn't want this path to get too complicated, and now I'm looking at it and I realized I've made 1, 2, 3 paths into the next route. I could combine these. I could bring the beach path up, and then you have 2 paths, which I think is what I will do. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. How do I combine these though? And again, this goes back to why I don't like these stairs. I know that's how they're supposed to be used, or at least I think they are. But when you put them next to like these edges, it just doesn't look. It doesn't look as clean. It just doesn't. And I think I used them on the Western Trail. Yeah, I just did it. So they're just not my favorite. Yeah, that's okay. I think I will live. I think it is better to have these combined and to just live with one uncomfortable part of it. And there you go. Now we are officially out of the beach, and we've made it so that you come back and you rejoin the hedges, which, real quickly before I call it a night, I will do the hedges. I'll finish this grass path, and then hopefully we're looking at maybe throwing some character onto these rocks, and then moving on to the center map, which is honestly going to be a little bit tricky because it needs to blend with this top corner, right? This is part of the map. It needs to combine with this. It needs to not be at odds with this bottom corner, and it needs to line up with this. So it has the center tile is going to be a handful to put together. But let's do these edges. What I could do is this. I could do this. Do I like it? Yeah, I think I like it. I'll put some gaps in there. See, this gets really tight because now that's a 2. That's a space for 2. A 2 tile space. So I think I'll just go like that. You know what I could do? I could run hedge from here to here. Again, a 2 tile, but I think I'll be fine, and I'll be fine because I'll just make this place for grass. Now I want to put a couple trees up here, and I want to keep the kind of like dark sand or dark ground pathing. So I think when you first get here, you're gonna have some of that, and then you'll get just a small space to breathe. And I'll actually build it out all the way. And then, boom. Upper tile. There we go. I still need to make sure that I'm giving myself space for trees. That's too many layers because you have the beach, the ground, the hedge, and the tree. But there's a nifty workaround for this, and that's just putting an event tile down that actually just is from our tile set, and just doing that 4 times, and it'll look and act the same. So there's your 4th layer. Okay, just a couple more trees and then I'm calling it. I don't want to have to do this everywhere, but I may have to do it again there. Let's actually keep it going. That'll be a row into the next map. And I'll copy this, throw it here, copy this, throw it there. Maybe I'll go like that, give some character because then that's hanging over the beach visually. Maybe put a bush next to it. And then, I mean, I love to just put some rough grass. No, not that much though. Just tasteful. And then, you know what? I think the grass will end there. We'll put some grass on this end. And then we'll go like that. And that'll be a little bit wider going down into the next map. So, and there, I think for sure that path is done. When I go back and put trainers in, I may add more like trees or rocks or whatever to the sand, but I think the beach route is done. I think the only thing left to do here is maybe put something here. It's a little empty. I'll throw a trainer there probably, and then do the rocks. So, okay, I'm going to play test it, and then that'll be it for tonight. That's a little loud. I need to get rid of the fog in that city. But here we go. Oh my gosh, I thought I fixed this yesterday. Yeah, it should be heavy rain, it shouldn't be fog. to figure out why that fog keeps coming in when it shouldn't. But you come through here, come down here. You can still see onto the rock. You'll see the trainers up here and whatnot. Go under this, have a little break, get to see the beach. You'll see how these connect, I guess, too, which is cool. And then come over here, and you're at the water. Oh, that looks great. Yeah. And then there's nothing here. Not yet. There we go. See, I can't go under this yet. I haven't added the events for it, so I'm just gonna go over. The path splits, but you can't go that way. I need to give myself the running shoes in debug mode. I can't go over this because, again, I don't have the events in and I've set it for walking under. That's okay. Yeah. This open space, man. Definitely what I have to figure out. I need to look into if I can do a better way of getting grass. Yeah, okay. We're gonna call that good. And while it's on my mind, I'm gonna just do a couple polishing things. One, I think this should go until at least there. I didn't like how big the gap was between that and the other trail in the city. Is there anything else that the trees? I didn't notice anything weird with the trees, but maybe I missed that. I think I'm gonna call it. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, guys.